have all the energy we need, all the vigor we need, that's when we must put in our best to serve. Because you can't say that you are going to become old, that's when you are going to serve God. Number two, we must serve God every time, and we must be consistent with serving God.
Our service to Him must be consistent, not only when we feel like it. That becomes a mistake on our part. Let's take note that God is not inconsistent in giving us His love. So must we also not be inconsistent in serving and seeking Him. For instance, let's take this imaginary case where if God chooses that today He will not provide us with air or the basic needs of life, what happens to us? Let's not be oblivious of the fact that He is consistent of sharing His love, His resources, and even His grace on each and every one of us.
So we can see a clear-cut, vivid example in Luke chapter 18, which is the parable of the widow and the judge. So let me briefly summarize this parable. So in this parable, the widow is very poor and she's fighting for her rights, but the judge is not a very good judge, and then he also does not respect man or God. But then because of this widow's very consistent and persistent request, now the judge gives in and says that he will just allow her, because if he doesn't, she will finally wear him out. And in the verse 7, it reads, "Now will God not judge in favor of His own people who cry to Him day and night for help? Will He be slow to help them?" So with that, you can see that when we seek God day and night, we cry to Him day and night, obviously with what is being said in God's word, God will not be slow to help us. Now we go to how must we seek and serve God diligently? We must serve God diligently with joy, keeping His promises in mind.
When we understand the need to serve God diligently and we serve Him with joy, we must serve Him not out of pressure but out of love. Let's refer to Psalm 100 verse 2. Psalm 100 verse 2 tells us to serve the Lord with gladness.
We have to serve God with joy, but it will be more easier for us to do so when we have His promises at the forefront of our minds. So some promises we have are that when we seek Him with all our hearts,